can I just take a moment to appreciate the cinematography of Andor? Like, I'm sure this kind of stuff impressed me to some extent in the movies as well, but it's little moments and perspectives like this that for me happen like once in a decade, and then I remember them forever. And one like this, I don't think I've ever gotten from any of the other films. So it's Luthen, or Axis, or whatever his name was, fighting the Imperial Police Patrol, or whatever the hell that was. You gotta excuse me, my brain doesn't bother remembering such technical detail crap. Let's say big good guy gets cornered by big bad guys, and then a little boss battle ensues, where the bad guys severely underestimate the good guy's power, leading to one of those moments that the audience would define as badass. Now for me, the point of interest in this is in how it's portrayed visually, in terms of cinematography. Like literally the point of visual perspective, the pace of the action, the accompanying music or lack thereof, and so on and so forth. I'm a painter, right? I do traditional art with oil on canvas. And so this kind of thing is very important to me, because a film is very much like a painting on a canvas, but one that moves. It is a string of paintings that come in sequence. And so each one has to be infused with a particular kind of visual power, like a special perspective, movement, lighting, sound, all of that. In other words, I guess my taste is very strongly based on the sheer visual aspect of the film, and I'm not talking about special effects, not at all. These are important too, but they're like the chocolate sprinkles on a cake. If the cake generally tastes like crap, no amount of sprinkles can save it. And it's the same with films. The special effects might be awesome, but then Transformers has great special effects, and I give 0 Fs about those films. So it's about putting thought into the painting itself, and how you arrange its elements, rather than what paint you're using. And so in Andor, this scene of the altercation between Axis and the police, I watch it, and I perceive it as a beautiful, masterful painting. A visual poem, if you will, because it feels beautifully arranged. Like, imagine if George Lucas did it. It would have been like, oh, make him swing that way, and get him from that side, and then a giant laser, but oh wow, now engine explodes, and throw in 150 TIE fighters, and it's so awesome. And I'd have seen it like once, gotten a headache, and forgotten about it forever. But here, in this scene, it's a small tiny ship kept hostage by a behemoth magnetic field antenna, and then suddenly, he just shoots out a bunch of tiny spikes that shred the antenna to pieces. And after a short fight, where he does just a little bit of cool laser tricks, he just shoots out into light speed, walking away like a total badass. And with the police just staring at it, dumbfounded. They don't panic, they don't rage, they don't start being all insane like Hitler or whatever, they just stare in disbelief at what just happened. Tiny smoke clouds before them being the only traces of whatever the hell it was that just happened. And all in total silence. No music, no commotion, no nothing. Just sheer, empty vacuum and the silence of the shock. And that's what impresses me, being able to adequately mix the visuals of the scene with the psychology of the scene. Thanks for watching.